In this problem, we're told an automobile with 0.260 meter radius travels 80,000 kilometers before wearing them out. How many revolutions do the tires make, neglecting any backing up or any change in radius due to wear? So what we're trying to find is basically how many revolutions this thing will do when it travels this distance. So we have this tire with this radius and it travels 80,000 kilometers. So the way we're going to solve this, or something you need to know to solve this, is that one revolution is going to be equal to the circumference. So I want you to think about this, right? If this thing turns around like this and does one revolution, it's going to travel that distance. Because when you spin a tire, the circumference is basically how far it travels. So what we're going to do is take this distance and divide it by the circumference, because one circumference is equal to the revolution, and that's going to give us how many revolutions it does. So what we need to do now is find the circumference of this wheel. So circumference, the formula for it, or C, is equal to 2 pi r. So the circumference is equal to 2 pi times the radius, which is just 0.26. So go ahead and plug this in. 2 times pi times 0.26. And when you do that, you're going to get the circumference is equal to 1.63362818. So that's going to be the circumference. And so keep in mind, this is going to be in meters. And so what we're going to do now is divide the distance it travels by the circumference. Because if we do that, it's going to give us the number of revolutions. Because this is equal to 1 revolution. And so we just divide. So basically, you're just going to do 80,000 kilometers. But keep in mind when you do it, you need to make sure it's in meters, since this is in meters. So to convert it into meters, you can just write times 10 to the 3. So times 10 to the 3 meters, because there's 1,000 meters for every kilometer. So you just multiply by 1,000. And 10 to the 3 is 1,000. So you just do the distance divided by the circumference. So 1.63362818 meters. So this is going to give you the number of revolutions. So go ahead and do this. 80,000 times 10 to the 3 divided by 1.63 and so on. And when you do that, you're going to get 489,70751. And so what we want to do now is just put in scientific notation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's going to be equal to or about 4.9, and then I'm just rounding it to 4.9, and then times 10 to the 7. So times 10 to the 7, and then it's going to be in revolutions. So it's going to do this many revolutions before the tires wear out. So this is going to be your answer, and hopefully you found this useful.